the skies, whispers of defiance. In the dead of night, it's who of rage reignite.
Hi, everybody! Wow, we were paused a long time. That was like months.
Like 2 months.
Right, like 2/3 of summer just flew by and like...
That was like 14 pounds.
Yeah. I don't know if I've lost pounds, but I've definitely lost inches. Hi, everybody.
I am under 200 pounds, and we are back.
Oh, and I have a mustache today. Can you see it? It's not John Watersy. It's kind of like...
It's kind of... yeah.
I went camping and I'm a dad.
Yeah. You didn't have the shaving equipment at the camp areas.
This is the best soda ever. Here, I'll cover up the top. This is not a commercial. This is
No,
not
my
for
husband
Sailor
swears
Trade.
by that poopy pop.
Can I just tell you guys, if you're not a fiber person, it's essential. And if you ever having a problem shitting, you know how they're like, don't add more fiber. You drink two of these. I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm not gonna hashtag it. But you drink 2 of those bad boys.
Called Oli Poop.
Yeah. Oh my God, you better be on a toilet. As soon as you feel that first cramp, go to the toilet. Oh my God, look at it. It's a magic potion bubble machine.
This was the one that they had out, the stock one that they had out showing everybody at the Dollar General. I paid $18 for this hunk of junk.
The Dollar Genital?
Yes. Cameron, shut up! We're recording!
Yeah.
So,
Oh, it's so cute.
Isn't that cute?
I
So-
love it.
it's Summerween.
Yeah, Summerween. So we decided with all the craziness in the world, like
Even though it is almost September.
right. I started June 22nd celebrating Halloween. Just gonna go there. Before 4th of July. By
Yes.
4th of July, 1/3 of my Halloween decorations were already out. So
That
I
is
decided it's a
wonderful.
different holiday. It's Summerween, which is summer horror.
Well, the last 2 months have been crazy in the world of us and the world of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Trisha Paytas had a baby and she named him Aquaman.
Okay.
Aquaman Moses Paytas.
Okay, so to each their own, but how do we even shorten that? Or is she going to be, you will call him Aquaman?
Well, she did kind of
Or
say
is
that.
it like
She said that that's
Akeeman?
his full first name is Aquaman.
I think he might be mad about that.
But you know, it ain't like he's coming over to my house for me to babysit him, so ain't got to worry about what. Call it what the hell you
and
want.
he's going to be happy even with that odd name. Because I'm
Right.
sure that like
She
Apple,
seems like a friend. Yeah, Apple
She's
Moses, whatever the hell her name is.
she is a teenager, maybe even
Oh,
an
she
adult
might
by
be
now.
adult by now.
Yeah, like 25.
You know,
God,
we're
getting there.
old, so I blink and these celebrities' childrens are having children, and I'm like, how is it that I'm watching this? And then I realize, you know, I'm a grandmother, for Christ's sake.
Like Madden, the oldest child, like they're so different than the last time I saw them in the news.
I will have to look because I haven't seen them.
Yeah, they're older now.
But now, did you hear about that Annabelle doll? The Annabelle doll, that spooky haunted doll. The
Well,
Raggedy
I knew there
Annabelle?
was a new movie coming out that was like to end the series.
But yeah, but here's the thing,
She's real. Like I know, I absolutely
They
believe in
have
that
her. They had her on a tour, right?
stuff. She's not supposed to leave that place that she's in.
Oh my God, Nick, where have you been?
Gardening. Literally, this has been my
So-
summer. It's been gardening
Well,
and eating
I'm
Mexican
so
food.
glad you're fucking sitting down. Because I've been trying to keep up on things, and so this Annabelle doll was in the possession of this guy. I forget his name. We'll call him Bill. Was in the possession of this
Oh,
guy.
he died.
Yeah,
That
he
happened
died.
right after we went on summer break. I remember that.
Okay, so now
in the middle of the tour, in
The-
front of fucking people
right.
too, right? Like,
I think so, yeah. And then now the house or the museum that it lives in is now owned by comedian Matt Rife. He bought it.
Why did he buy it?
Him and this other guy went in.
Are they
and
obsessed with ghosting?
I don't know.
I'm not super familiar with Matt Rife, other than like what other comedians say about him, like the ones that four that we really like.
Yeah.
That's my only experience with him. Is just what they say on that other podcast about him.
So I think
Nothing
he's
bad,
pretty
though.
funny. I think he's a funny guy and a
He's
likable
definitely
guy.
very attractive.
He's not too bad on the eyes.
And I don't judge comedians for saying shitty things as much as I do other people.
Right.
They're literally they're jesters. They're supposed to say those things.
So, in the world of birthdays, Barbara Eden, aka I Dream of Jeannie, turned 94.
Yay, happy birthday. I saw her in the Dolly Parton role of Best Little Whorehouse in Texas when it came to the Victoria Theater, probably circa early 90s.
Wow.
She was really good. You had no idea that was Jeannie up there and not Dolly Parton. Oh my God.
Damn, that was impressive.
That tasted like pizza and cream.
So, we've had some celebrity deaths. We'll start with...
This has been the summer of celebrity
oh my
deaths.
gosh. Brandon Blackstock, which was the ex-husband of Kelly Clarkson and the
Okay,
former stepson of Reba McEntire. He
Just
passed
saw
away.
that. Just saw that like a week
He
or two
had
ago.
a skin cancer. And then very recently, Judge Frank Caprio. I'm not sure if you know who Frank Caprio is. He's an older New Yorker judge.
The name sounds familiar.
And he's just known for just his heart and his understanding, and he passed away, which was really, really sad.
That sucks because you need more people like that.
And Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away. Theo Huxtable. And what's even sadder is it was around his birthday. They were in, I want to say Costa Rica.
And it was like a...
He drowned.
He drowned.
His daughter, they were in the ocean. This is what I'm hearing. Allegedly, they were in the ocean, and the daughter was like getting drifted out, and he went to go save the daughter. The daughter ended up, making it out okay, and then he got caught and passed away. Yeah.
Ooh, that's creepy. I didn't know all that. I thought maybe it was a thing like the crocodile dude.
No.
Crikey. Who's that guy?
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin. I thought it was like his, where he got stoned.
Now, sometimes, let's say there's and I'm going to use this as an example. Let's say that there is a person, we'll call him Bill.
Bill.
Because that's the name we're going with. Bill is a voice actor. And Bill is a character in a cartoon series. And this cartoon series has gone on for decades. And everybody loves this character. And then Bill, the person, goes and makes an off-color derogatory comment. And then that person passes away. And part of you is like, okay, well, fuck you, Bill the person. But I miss Bill the persona that was this character.
That you are allowed to separate the two. I 100% agree.
So the child in me wants to mourn the loss of the character Hulk Hogan. And Terry can just fuck off.
Right.
Because...
No, I agree, because I had a lot of feelings, especially this week, but we'll get to that.
Right,
About someone that's
take
still
your
alive.
vitamins, eat your cereal, say your prayers, and that's something that you remember as a kid, but then as an adult, hearing him say the N-word,
That was mightily shocking. And the media not harping on things like that as much as they should.
But I did hear that they are opening an investigation into his death because there are some things, I guess, that aren't adding up. Some are talking malpractice. Some are saying,
Girl, it's just like Michael.
some are saying
Them
allegedly the
doctors-
wife knew something. I don't know. But the thing is, they said he died from a heart attack, okay, and they was trying to get him cremated ASAP. Well, just the daughter, Brooke Hogan, and the daughter, Brooke Hogan, was separated. They were estranged for many years. Like, Hulk hadn't even met her children. So...
Oh, I didn't know all that.
Yeah,
That's sad.
because of
Well,
his,
you know
his
what?
racist bullshit.
Yeah, you know what? Kids, it's not. It's sad because he couldn't turn around and say I was wrong.
Right.
Because you know
Exactly.
how many people of color love wrestling?
Yeah, and it's...
And they're probably struggling with the same feelings that you are.
Right.
Like,
It's like that, you know, because I had posted something about, you know, when he passed away, I'm like, you know, I need to stop taking naps. And there was like...
right, because you wake up...
And there was somebody else, you know? And I put Hulk Hogan on there. And my friend, who happened to be a black guy, he was like, Hulk Hogan's racist as fuck. And I'm thinking, well, no, Terry it. I'm talking Hulk Hogan, like...
The character.
The character.
Wrestlers aren't real, guys.
Like, Terry
They
is
are
a dick.
wrestling for real.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to be one of those people that say it's fake, because even if it's
Oh,
choreographed,
they
it's
still
still fucking
injuries.
real.
It's still hard on your body. You sustain injuries.
100%. And those guys all trained. It's sports with a play attached to it.
So, I have told people, y'all, when Ozzy Osbourne dies, I'm going to need medical attention. And I pretty much almost did. I'm sitting here and my daughter-in-law messages me, and now this is after... You hear the dog? The dog, or the dogs. I had just finished watching the final concert that he put on, and I have watched it like 4 times before he even died.
I love that he got to do that. I
Yeah.
absolutely love that all those people got to connect with him spiritually online
amazing.
and streaming.
It was
and in
so
person.
awesome. It was amazing.
He got a lot of good energy to go to wherever we go.
And my daughter-in-law messaged me. She's like, "Did you hear the news?" And I'm like, "What news?" She sent me a screenshot, and I was like, "That's false." I didn't even.
I always think that too at first,
I didn't
but then
even
when I seen
entertain
that
it.
TMZ had it, I was like,
And-
"Oh, it's real." If
And I'm like,
TMZ's got it.
let me double check. So I went to Google and put his name in, and it popped up, and I lost my ever loving shit. I cried. Now,
I think I was at work.
I literally, I can't specify a song, but now if a certain song comes on and I hear his voice, I will start crying all over again. And then 2 days after he passed away, we had cheer practice. We'll get into that in a minute. And they had a live band at the Rip Rap Roadhouse, which we did a podcast episode from there one time. They had a live band there, and they
that
were
was our
singing.
season 2 finale.
Yeah, they had a live band there, and they were singing "The Road to Nowhere." Or no, not "The Road to Nowhere." War Pigs. Sorry. And then, so I was like, "Oh, there's my sign from Ozzy," you know. Then, we're not supposed to have animals on the field, the football field, the practice area, anything like that. But this gentleman just happened to have his wiener dog out there. And he's walking his wiener dog. Yeah, he's walking his wiener. And I was like, "Can I pet your wiener?" And he's like, "Yeah." So what's your wiener's name? And he's like, "Ozzy." And I'm like, "That's it. We pray to Ozzy now." And, you know, I say I swear to Oz
That's
instead
okay.
I swear to God.
I have been saying praise the Dark Lord for years now.
And that's him.
Now it's Ozzy.
Prince of Darkness, yes.
Yes.
So, but there is a little bit of controversy going on. Speaking of Ozzy Osbourne in the WWE, WWE super diva Becky Lynch made a comment in Birmingham on Monday Night Raw that is kind of rubbing some people raw, one of which is Ozzy Osbourne's daughter, Kelly Osbourne, and I fucking get it.
She's fun to have a beef with because British people just sound so mean.
Oh,
when they
and
say anything.
Kelly doesn't give a fuck.
No, she doesn't.
So the comment was made by Becky Lynch, the best thing to come out of Birmingham passed away a month ago. And we got to give it up to Ozzy Osbourne. He did move to LA, a real city, because if I lived here, I would want to die too. Now,
Asterisk, she's a villain. She
She's a
plays
villain. She's
on
trying
a
to-
TV show.
right, she's trying to get, people to react. However, in my opinion, I was like, for Ozzy
Well,
fans,
too
it's too soon, Becky.
Maybe 5 years from now, that joke would have been slightly funny.
Yeah, but it's way too
Or at a
soon,
roast.
Becky.
A roast. It would have been more appropriate for a roast. But also, she is on a scripted television show.
Right.
She is not like that in person. Unless somebody knows her in person and can tell us otherwise.
But you gotta know that they're also doing some ad-libbing too. So I
Improv.
want,
That's
hopefully,
improv theater.
Hopefully that was not that. No. Well, either way, she's getting scrutiny because Kelly told her that Birmingham wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire.
That's hot. Because that's actually really a cruel thing to say to people. They just blow it off. It's like, wow.
My boys, my older two boys have an older brother. His wife, the favorite thing that I say is, I wouldn't piss on your face if your eyebrows were on fire.
I like that. That's
So,
cool.
speaking of vaginas and faces, I know you ain't watched The Hunting Wives yet, have you?
Because I've been watching South Park and the new Star Trek.
Well, can I just
Strange
tell
New
you,
Worlds.
The Hunting Wives, they ain't hunting. I think they go hunting maybe twice, maybe thrice. And they're
So
hunting.
they are just people that their label is Carhartt.
Girl,
Fashion Carhartters.
this TV series, or this series, whatever, the whole time, I'm just like, huh?
So is it like Real Housewives of Atlanta, but more like Real Housewives of...
Real Housewives, soft porn form. But like, okay.
So it's worse than Mormon Housewives?
So the main character, I forget her name, so we'll call her Bill.
Bill, I like that.
So Bill is like her husband is running for
Oh no, it's doing a commercial.
government or some official of
Okay, there
some
we go. It
sort.
went back. It's normal.
And they are in a marriage in which they both can fuck other women, but she can't fuck other men. So that's how their marriage works. And this is all
Oh,
behind
so there's-
closed doors. You know, we're on that as we're watching. This is spoilers too if you haven't watched it. So just
Are they
you know.
are they all in Wranglers?
Actually, no. I think they dress more like. They don't dress like cowboyish. Like, yeah, it happens in
They
Texas.
don't look like Reba.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Do they look like the Mormon Housewives?
Somewhere between Reba and the Mormon Housewife.
Oh shit!
So.
Yeah, I was like, well, I'd have my phones over there. I want to see a picture of what they look like because I actually
The
like
Hunting Wives.
Mormon Housewives, even though
So
I didn't watch it all.
basically-
It was good.
So these are them. Okay. Now this is the preacher's wife.
She looks like it.
Her son is fucking her. That's the lady that's in the open relationship with the man, and they fuck each other's. They fuck the women, but she fucking men too, cause she a hoe. And then this is the new girl who don't know what the fuck's going on, who falls in love with her and becomes a lesbian for a minute. And this is the jealous bitch who's in love with the sheriff, who's very effeminate, and she's pegging him in the bed one morning. It's really fucking hilarious.
I could tell just by her dress color.
There's like murder. There's all kinds of stuff.
Spicy. So it's
Yeah.
it's
So
not
basically,
real.
she is like, oh no, it's not real. It's scripted. So
Oh,
she
okay.
is like the mayor's wife, and she's got all these secrets. Her brother lives in a trailer in the ghetto in 3 states over, or whatever, and she pays him to keep him quiet, and he's just a dope head. And it's I'm telling you, It is very, very exciting.
Oh my god, that looks ridiculous right
That's
there.
when they take them out shooting boars, wild boars. And it's almost
She's like a B-movie queen.
yeah, so
that
this is
chick
her
is.
trying to get her into her good graces, and you know, they start fucking too. Because she just dumb as hell. And I don't know.
And look at those guns.
Yeah.
Ooh, who's the darker skinned chick? She looks cool. Is she not on season 2? Did they kill her or something like
I
that?
think there's only one season. She's one of the, just part of the group of friends. This is the group of friends, and like, this one doesn't have a whole lot of time on there. She looks
so
like her
that.
and her are kind of like, main character extras, I guess you would say. Like, they're part of the,
They're there to fill up some
Right.
of that space when there's not enough drama.
stills from The Hunting Wives. And then maybe we'll get some good pictures. But yeah, she, the blonde girl.
That's so funny. Someone was
She
like,
comes
let's
home.
make a book.
So this is the husband,
Oh, of course he
Dylan
is.
Mulvaney or whatever. This
That's
fella.
not Dylan Mulvaney.
I can't remember his name. So I just made it up. We'll call him Bill. And that's the wife, and then that's the other heifer. But she tells her, like, oh, well, yeah, we have an arrangement. Me and my husband, we can have sex with other women, blah, 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 blah. And then the blonde comes
Is there
back.
a swingers club?
Oh, it's just like all of them. They all just start fucking. And then the one girl, she goes back to this cabin where the main character lady is, and she's trying to find her because she just left her like 30 minutes ago. And when she gets back, she sees the damn what you call? Oh, I know how it happens. So so she comes back to get whatever it was. She looks in the window and sees the son of the pastor and his wife going down on old girl. And she just in the big picture window with her titties out and just... And then she makes eye contact with the blonde. So now she's like rubbing the kid's head and looking at the woman and everything. And she's like, oh my God. So then the girlfriend of the teenage boy, and this is what they don't address. This is like a woman in her fucking 50s, and this is a high school student. You know? So the high school student's girlfriend ends up getting murdered. Right? And the next thing
After
you know...
being molested by the older woman.
No. This is the teenage boy's teenage girlfriend that
okay.
he has for everybody else to see, but he's living his life. And him and his mom have his mom, which is the preacher's wife, have a weird relationship because in one scene, she is in the bathroom with him while he's getting out of the shower, and she's just standing there holding his towel when he gets out of the shower, and she's like, here's your towel. And then I thought that was going to go south, but there is going to be a season 2, so it may. But the teenage girl...
Please tell me that's her stepson.
Nah. Oh no, because look, they showed a scene when the son was born. Oh, you're gonna keep puking when I tell you this. They showed a scene when the son was born, and they tried to get the baby to latch on to the mother, and she was like, no, I want to do just strictly bottle feeding because I've never had anybody have their mouth on that or whatever. Like, she was very just conservative. Do you know they put that baby on her titty and she had an orgasm? Yeah. So I'm like, God, that is so weird. So by the end of it, you find out, and this is a big spoiler. So by the end of it, they find out that there's like this big conspiracy going on, and that the son of the preacher had to pay for his girlfriend to have an abortion. And so somebody found out that
Hashtag abortion.
Right, his girlfriend had to have an abortion, and one of the other jealous girls, not the main character, killed her because she thought she would just go ahead and help her take out the baby and let it go down with the ship, basically. Well, it turns out the girlfriend that needed the abortion was not the teenage girlfriend.
Not.
It was the 50-year-old woman that he was fucking. The main character lady. It's
That's
all
so gross.
it is so
No
sordid.
wonder rich people is so fucked up.
Right? Right.
Ugh.
So I will go on to talk a little bit about what's been going on with me now. Knee's
Not
still
on
fucked up.
Hunting Wives.
Right, not on Hunting Wives. My knee's still shot. I walk like a penguin. The pain is a little bit more bearable, but still there. Cheer is crazy. Last season, we had maybe 25 girls over 3 teams.
I watched that little parade and I was like, that's a lot of fucking kids.
We've got like fucking 55 girls this season. I have 16 on my squad alone.
Ooh.
Just me. It's just me.
Do you get the big cheer money when you've got all those kids? Like, did they donate you a van and like really expensive pom-poms?
Let me explain to you what volunteer work means.
You don't have a lounge you guys chill in?
Well, no, but you know what? Because of this change, and Coach Chelsea's still with our team. Thank God, Coach Chelsea has a very high up position now to where she's got great ideas and she can delegate. So we now have 5 coaches. It's Coach Chelsea, myself, and then Coach Keylin is her name. And then we still have Coach Desiree for the older girls, and then the little girls is Coach Lucy, which is also my daughter-in-law. She is coaching there as well. So we have 5 coaches now. We have a new halftime routine, and my brain and body are not. I just now I'm starting to get it to where I can keep it down, you know. And then now I choreographed I tweaked an already choreographed version of Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Girls just wanna
And we're learning that for Parents' Night. And then there's also a parents' cheer that we're working on Thursday. Now, I've told the parents in the chat, I've told the girls, this is the week that you really want to show up and show me what you got, because we don't have another game until September 13th.
Oh wow, that's really weird.
So I told the girls, I said, I need you to make sure that you're working on the halftime routine, and you need to work on the Girls Just Want to Have Fun routine, and we're going to work on, I have practice tonight, we're going to work on both of those tonight, and then on Thursday, each kid is going to go in front of me, and I want to see that they've been practicing, and I'm going to be at the field whether practice is happening or not next week.
And if they don't know it, they're banned from cheer.
Well,
forever.
no, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably scare the shit out of them, but
That
that's
usually
just same
helps.
shit, different day.
Yeah, so that helps with kids.
But no, I'm going to have them come up Thursday for the first half, and then the last half we're going to work on the cheer, because there's a cheer that I wrote and choreographed for the children and the parents, which we do every year. So it's a new one this year. Everyone's is different. But I'm going to have them go up in front of me. I'm going to have them individually do the halftime cheer, individually do the Girls Just Want to Have Fun cheer. If they get through both of them successfully, or enough to where I can tell that they've been practicing, they're going to be 2 groups, ones that practice, ones that don't. And at the end of my practice on Thursday, it's going to be like, okay, you guys practice. You don't have to be here until, it's just me, or is that rocking back and forth?
It might be a little bit. because of the
Anyway,
fan,
it was.
but
I think it was. But anyway, I'm going to tell these kids, I'll see you on the 8th. And then they won't have to go to have practice all next week. But now these girls, if they come up there and show me that they haven't practiced and they've just been fucking
they're gonna
around,
have 8
they're having
practices,
practice. They're
like,
having practice
every
next
day,
week.
2 a day.
Two
Just
a
like
day for
football.
4 hours. No, I
Just
can't
like
do that.
football.
But yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like, and here's the thing about it though. I have a lot of little girls, and the little girls are related. They're all cousins, okay? And I can
so
only
they'd be
imagine.
fighting.
Well, they'd just be chatting and not paying attention and da 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 da. And I can imagine, because if I were with all of my cousins, even as an adult, I would not be able to pay attention because we would all be fucking around just like these kids
right,
do.
trying to be funnier than the other
And
one.
and I have one kid in particular, and she was one of my favorites last season. She's one of my favorites this season.
She got
And
rehired for this
she
season.
likes to think that she knows everything. But here's the thing. She makes an idiot out of me every time. Because she'll talk. She has the capability to run her mouth, talk to you, and know everything that's going on and still be able to pay attention to me. And that's a feat. And I was like, I told her
She
mom.
has ADHD.
I was like, baby, adults can't even do that shit.
It's not a bad
And
thing.
she makes a liar out of me every time, because I will call her out and I'll say, hey, I want you to come up here and show the rest of your team how that cheer goes. So we had worked a good
I don't have
hour.
that gene where you can memorize dance routines. I
it's
would have to practice
a lot of
for
repetition. You have
12
to.
weeks before I could do one.
You have to practice. And with the halftime cheer, there's a certain area where I get tripped up, and the only reason why is because it has a lot of turning and twisting in it that I can't do. So I improvise, and then when I improvise, I get kind of 2 steps back to where I need to be, and it, But thank God again for Coach Chelsea. She's always there. She's
like, I got this.
She's the rock. She is literally the rock of the entire, like, she's the best. But anyway, so my little problem child. So we were working on the Girls Just Want to Have Fun cheer, and she is just running that mouth the whole time. And I've gotten on her. And I said, girls, I really want to leave at 7, because my
Like,
cheer
I'm
practice,
hungry.
right?
I don't want to have to just walk away at 7.
My cheer practice is from 6 to 7:30. 9 times out of 10, I let them leave at 7, unless we're learning something new. That's why I always have that extra half hour there, because they might be not paying attention that day. And that day, well, none of them paying attention, or so I fucking thought. So I even have it on video, to be quite honest with you. And I said, does anybody feel confident enough that they can come up here and do this cheer? And that little shit raised her hand, and I'm like, I said, okay, come on up. She come up.
You did it perfect.
Not perfect, but enough perfect for me to know that she was literally listening and paying attention. She just had one eye over here, I guess. I don't know. And I'm like, go sit down. And I was like, and maybe, how did I say that to her? What did I say to her? I was like, go sit down and maybe volunteer to coach for me a couple days a week. Because she
that
blows
student
my
that
mind.
Could run the class while the teacher gone.
Right. And then, okay, so we've had a couple games. We've lost 2 and we've won 2. We went to, I don't want to say the name of the school because I don't want to upset anyone, but I'll write it down. Do you know where that one is?
Yes.
Okay. So when we got there, it was on this day.
Okay.
And this was the hype music they were playing.
Oh, fun.
So
Not
there was that at
anything to
first.
get you ready for
Right.
the game.
Not like let's tackle everybody. More like
That's all they had. They forgot the regular stuff.
Maybe. Well, then, when we first walked in, we have coach cards now to where we don't have to pay to get, because last season even the coaches had to pay to get in. So we have cards now. And we had literally just found out 2 days before that we were supposed to have them. So I knew I had to pay to get in because I hadn't received my coach card yet. Nobody had. And when I walked
That
up...
infuriates me that a coach would have to
Oh, yeah.
get in. That's
We sure
so
did.
stupid.
Yeah. So we, she was like, do you have your coach card? I was like, I don't. I said, well, I actually just found out about it 2 days ago. She goes, well, you still have to pay. Like, so rude.
It's like...
And I was
know.
like, I said, I am fully, and I always slow down my words. Always slow down my words. And I'm like, I am fully aware I'm going to have to pay. I was not fully aware of a coach card up until 2 days ago. That's what I was telling you. Apparently you didn't care about that part, and that's fine. Here's your $5.
Did she throw a fit after that?
No, she didn't say shit to me.
Good.
And then
Shut the fuck up.
that was
More
like,
right.
that was the worst day for me. My anxiety was through the roof because their football field is very tiny in comparison to any of them I've ever seen. And like I said, I have 16 girls on my squad alone. And there were no spots for us to cheer. And whenever we would take a break and go back to the spot where we were cheering, there'd be like 50 people sitting there. And I was getting so pissed off. And then we
That
go...
would make me mad too. Like, y'all, you need to move.
Oh, everything went wrong that day. Everything. And it was blazing hot. And we had my husband is a pacifist. He will not say anything to anyone, but I'll knock all this shit over and you too. And it was so hot. And we had our canopy up.
And the heat always be making people.
And the
crazy.
point of a canopy is for you to take solace in the shade that it provides, not you sit under it unless it's like raining or something. You know. So here's my husband sitting under the fucking thing in the blazing sun while everybody else is taking the shade from it. Just hanging out because my husband is a dummy, you know? And so we go up to do the halftime cheer. Next thing we know, over the loudspeaker, your CD's not working. We had to do it without music.
They didn't like your music, you think? Or
I said it was sabotage, but it worked after we left. I don't know. Maybe it was because I said shit to that bitch. I don't know. And then after that was after halftime is when...
I'm so glad I don't have kids.
Right, we get like a 5-minute break, and that's when the girls have a snack. And we get to sit down for a little bit. So I wanted to sit in the shade because it was 4,000 fucking degrees. And I look up and I see my husband just sitting there in this blazing sun under that canopy, sweat dripping, people in the back just sitting there in the shade. Like, and I said, what are you doing? I walked right up to him. People are hanging out behind him and everything. I said, what are you doing? And he's like, well, I don't know what to do. I was like, tell him to fucking move. I said, it's our fucking canopy. We'd like to utilize the shade that it is providing for us.
That's when you just move it somewhere else.
Well, no, I went and, alright, let's just do this. Oh, I guess that's not very,
That's nice and...
but, I took my chair and I just started backing up into the sea of people, and there was a fence behind them, because so there was nowhere they could go. They had to move. And I was like, I need to get in the shade. Like, I've been standing in this blazing sun for an hour and a half. Get the fuck out of my way. Please.
That's mine.
That's my shade. This is mine. This is mine. Okay, I already mentioned that the Ozempic is working. So, you know, sometimes life is like a box of chocolate now. Life is like a roller coaster. You go up and then you go down. So I want to talk about, sometimes you have cousins that are more like your siblings. So when they have kids, the kids call you auntie or uncle, you know, because you're close like that.
Right.
So I have a niece, and she has I think he's almost 3. Yeah, I'll call him CJ. That's my nickname for him. That's not his real name, but it's not my kid. So, she was pregnant, and she was like, can you come in? And I'm like, yes, I can. So she was in labor, and I went in, and so it was her, the baby's, both children's father, and my cousin, Holly. I'll call her by her name because she, fight me, bitch, Holly. And then the little CJ, the little toddler. So I knew, bless you. So I knew, bless you again. Are you allergic to that? But so
Make sure there's no slobber or anything.
I knew that, you know, the daddy and the grandma would want to be like right there helping mom. So I'm like, sure, I'll come in. So I went in, and like I said, my arthritis is bad. I hadn't gotten my knee injection yet, I don't think. Or I had, maybe. I don't know. But on my way there, I get the message that she had the epidural. And I'm like, okay. I pull into the parking garage, and I'm walking out of the parking garage at 9:10 p.m., right? I'm walking from the parking garage to where the labor and delivery building is. And my cousin texts me and says she's dilated to 8. And I'm like, fuck.
That's nice and quick. Lucky her.
So I'm like, oh my God, she better not have that baby before, because I'm, like I said, I can't walk. I walk like a penguin. Like, I walk very slow. And so.
You need one of those things where you lean forward.
Oh, the
hoverboard things.
I know what you're talking. Segways.
Yes.
So I get into the building, and I get into the elevator, and there's another woman in there, and clearly she doesn't get my sense of humor. And after we got off the elevator, she took off rather quickly.
She ran.
She
literally ran.
I got in that elevator. I said, this better not be one of them 2-centimeter elevators. And she's like, what? And I was like, meaning she was 8 centimeters when I got on it. She better not be 10 when I get off. And if I walk in that room and there's a baby already here, I'm coming back here and I'm going to whoop this elevator's ass.
Did you beat up the elevator?
No.
Good.
No. So I get there, and literally 30 minutes later at 9:40, here he comes. The baby was born. And I'm holding CJ on my hip, and you know the dad's up here, grandma's holding a leg, and we're literally right there at the exit point watching. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen a baby be born. Like, I've got all these grandkids and I've got kids of my own, but I didn't get to, you know, get that viewpoint. It was amazing. Coolest thing I've ever seen is watching this baby be born. And I have such a sweet bond with him now that I love that kid like it's my own grandkid.
Aww.
I call him Soup. It's short for Superman, because that motherfucker come flying out of that coochie. That doctor didn't have to do shit. They laid this is so funny. They had a baby funnel. I call it a baby catcher that looked like a funnel. But it's like this plastic, like, bed pad thing that they put on the end of the bed. The bottom of the bed drops down, and it's like almost like a bed pad, and then it has like a layer of plastic over top of it. It goes down into like a coat. It's to catch all the fluid that comes out, so they can measure it. That's what it's for. But literally, if the baby would have fell out, he would have just slid right into that fucker.
It's kind of like their first
slip and slide,
or park ride.
Yeah,
like at an amusement park.
That was the coolest thing ever. But yeah, the doctor didn't have to do anything. Like, she was feeling the pressure, and they went to go check her, and as soon as she bullfrogged them legs, you could see the top of his head. I was like, holy sh! And hair, he has so much hair.
Babies seem to be born with hair more now than they used to
and
be.
he had a bunch of it.
Two out of three of them.
Beautiful.
He is.
That's baby Soup. And now his brother CJ is calling me Soup. But that's okay. That's alright. He can call me Soup. Let's see if I can find the picture where I was holding. That's the day that Soup was born. We was waiting for him.
Oh, look at that hair. He's got a cute haircut. Candyman Ho.
Yep. So, that baby
is now 17.
No, because Soup's only 2.5 weeks old. But
2 weeks.
Mom and the 2 babies were fixing to move into their own place, and this was a week and a half ago. And that youngin', the one that I held while his baby brother was being born, ingested something that he wasn't supposed to, and
that's right.
literally almost died. So 2 weeks after watching him be born, I was on the way to the hospital like, oh my God, I hope I'm not about to watch the other one go. It was so tough. It was so tough seeing him lay there being all, like, because they had to, like, pump his stomach. They had to put him in a drug-induced coma so they could do all the things. And then they said, you know, we need to see what it's going to be like once the breathing tube's out, if he can breathe on his own, which he did. And then, you know, they have to let the deep anesthesia wear off that they used to put him in the drug-induced coma, which took pretty much 24 hours, if not a little bit longer.
Oh, it stuck around with me for a couple days. I did not do well with anesthesia.
Oh, he just, and I'd sit there on his bed and I'd put my hand under the blanket and hold his little hand, and I'd say, CJ, Auntie Caffey's here. Let's arm wrestle. Squeeze as hard as you can. And he'd squeeze. Like, he could follow commands and everything. And then his mommy told him that she loved him. And he goes, I love you, Mom. And we all started crying. And then well, that wasn't the first thing he said. The first thing he said scared the shit out of us because we were sitting there, like, talking. And he come flying up out of the bed. He goes, Dad! And then back down. And Dad was moving them into their, you know, because that really needed to happen. So she called him and said, your son is yelling for you. But at that point, he was already like 15 minutes from the hospital. He's like, I made it in 8. He's like, as soon as I heard that my baby was yelling for me, he made it in 8.
I'm glad he made it, because, you know, sometimes people drive so crazy, especially over in Northridge where I'm at. It's crazy over there.
So yeah, but he's home. They're good. Everybody's okay. They've looked at his heart. They've looked at his brain. There's no signs of any long-term effects. He's going to be fine. And he woke up when he was fully awake. He remembered what he did, and even said it out loud to his mother. And she was like, "Yeah, honey, that's why you're here. You don't do that." What saved him was the fact that they lived right across the street from a fire station.
Oh, wow. So the response time was 2 minutes.
Yeah. Once she realized what had happened, she said, I had that newborn baby on one hand and I had the other one on the other, and ran across the street.
Oh, that's even better. Not even call 911.
No, she didn't even have to call 911 because it was right there. And then they, you know, they end up having to care flight him too. So, yeah. So.
And where was that at?
Well, they live in Troy.
So shout out to the Troy Fire Department. That's crazy.
Right across the street. And so it was they were very, very lucky.
Oh, I know where that's at though, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a couple of them up there, but I can't remember the actual name of the street that they live on or whatever. But, so for this season, what kind of plans do you have, Nick, for this season for us? What do you see in season? Oh, by the way, we hope you really enjoyed our new intro. The picture of Nick on the top, that is the reason why the HOA has now banned outdoor yoga in their neighborhood.
And we'll see how long that
We'll
lasts.
see how long that lasts.
I might have to go home and do it today. Well, we have got a lot of things we normally avoid that might creep in. A lot of weird shit going on right now in this country.
Sure enough.
You will definitely
Diddy's verdict came out,
Oh,
and now he's
yeah.
gonna be getting out.
And that evil villain, I can't even say her name. Gisela, Slun, whatever, Maxwell, Epstein's.
Oh yeah.
Woman. She gonna get out. She's in Club Fed right now, the like minimum security prison that lets you go have jobs.
I heard there's also talk about
Imagine her showing up.
Joe Exotic getting pardoned.
We'll see about that one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did totally try to kill her, but let's be for real, she kind of evil too.
Right, I would have.
Two villains trying to kill each other is not exactly something I give a shit about. But, I mean, if you're going to let people out of prison, people have done a lot less and got out of prison.
Please don't tell me this.
Is it the school? Oh.
No, that sound is for cheer and athletics. And
Just for
usually
that,
I
okay.
have, it doesn't matter. I could post our schedule every night for the week, for the day, for the year. And I will still have somebody say, what time are we cheering tonight? What time is practice tonight? Is practice still
Well, I haven't texted anybody with schedule changes, so yes.
You're going to be hearing Stella because Cameron left her alone. So we actually, as we said, we're doing Summer Ween.
Summer week. Even
And
though summer, it's the end of August.
we have moved on right now from any sort of Love Shack drama. We are moving on from that and starting story time. Stella, shut up! We'll go out with this one. Please hold. Cameron, are you there? There, he's there. Never mind. A good story is always fun around the fire during the Halloween times. So I would like to read to you a scary ghost story that I wrote yesterday.
Oh my god, this is going to be terrifying. I have to put my glasses on to make this scarier.
Right. It's what's that guy's name? The spooky guy.
Edgar Allan Poe,
Not him, his brother.
Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, that guy. No.
Stephen King.
Why can't I think of him?
Bela Lugosi.
During the black and white days.
Bela Lugosi.
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price. That's funny you bring him up. We were just talking about that show, Murder Mystery.
Yes,
They used
with
to
Vincent
It
Price.
used to come on after Saturday Night Live, but on PBS.
Okay. This is called The Summer Ween Sexy Ghost Story. Again, the sexy Summer Ween ghost story. Once upon a time, two idiots snuck into an abandoned house. As Aaron turned on his EVP voice activator, the air turned icy.
Ooh, that means there's a spirit, y'all. In case you didn't know.
Aaron decided that he and Bertha should snuggle and began to get that loving feeling.
Oh my god. Ghosts do not like it when you do that in front of them.
No. Just as they were in the throes of passion, a dark figure formed and whispered, "Get out before it's too late."
Get out.
Bertha and
That's how
Aaron
I'm hearing
clung
in my
to
head.
each other in terror as the shadow grew closer, its face melting into a horrific grin.
Oh god.
It stopped, tilted its head to the side and screamed, "Oh my god, do you not have any teeth?" Screamed and ran out the door, tripping over Bertha's underwear. He looked down, picked it up and said, "Bitch, you need to wash that ass."
Oh my god. So she was so dirty.
It spooked the ghost.
That's fucked up because you know. Ghosts,
And that ghost used to be a human rotting corpse. Have you smelled a rotting corpse? And you grossed out a ghost with the shit stain in your pants.
That's pretty bad.
That's so bad.
I don't know why we're gonna have to have a PSA public campaign. wipe until it's clean. Not just twice. You might even have to do a wet wipe for the third one and then a fourth testing wipe. Especially if
Right.
you didn't finish shitting first. Actually sit there for more than 1 minute and
Right.
finish shitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You morons. I see people in other countries have their children, and some of you grown-ups need to take heed to this too. They'll have the children sit there and in the little wooden chairs, right, with no arms on it. They'll have 2 balloons back there that represent ass cheeks, and they teach the child how to properly wipe their ass. Is that not brilliant?
From front to back too. Okay? And you boys that do it the opposite way, that's gross. That means your nuts smell like shit all the time. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Your friends that see you like that
Right, and,
don't
and,
like
and the
that
thing
smell.
is how many times a day does a male adjust themselves? You're just dingly jangly jingling in your shit berries.
And fart duster.
And fart dust.
You're like a fairy that sprinkles fart dust everywhere instead of fairy dust.
No one likes that.
I know, like when you show black light on like door handles for the bathroom.
Oh, I know, I can, yeah. On that note, thank you for joining us on season
What's the
Quattro.
Quattro? Because last was season Trace. This is season Quattro.
And if you're French,
Catorce?
cat,
Cat.
just like me.
Oh yeah.
Un, deux, trois, cat.
Cat. Un, deux, trois.